Welcome to the Happy Being Well podcast, where we talk about strategies and insights so you can live happy being well with your host, Rita Ferrugia. This podcast is presented by happybeingwell.com, your online store providing the best in all natural wellness products, such as natural essential oils, all natural bath products, all natural facial masks, all natural deodorants, irresistible leggings, crystals, including crystal home decor and kitchen items, herbal teas, natural sleep aids, and so much more natural wellness goodies at happybeingwell.com. Free shipping on any order within the USA at happybeingwell.com. Now enjoy the show.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Happy Being Well. Today's episode is a really personal one. If you listened to my last episode with Maria, my ex-deceased fiance's mom, his name was Shannon, then you already know we went there. We talked about Shannon, his life, his struggles, and his battle with his mental health. And today I want to share my side of that experience. Not just what happened, but what it taught me. What is bipolar really? Let's start here. Bipolar is not just someone being moody or up and down. It's a serious mental health condition that includes manic episodes, which are extreme highs, impulsivity, sometimes feeling invincible, depressive episodes, deep lows, withdrawal, hopelessness. And when you're in a relationship with someone who has bipolar, you're not just loving them, you're loving the version of them in the highs, the version of them in the lows, and the unpredictability in between. And when you layer that with addiction, it becomes something entirely different. How it shows up in relationships. Being in a romantic relationship with someone struggling with bipolar and addiction, it can feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells. You don't know which version of them you're going to get. You're trying to hold everything together while they're falling apart. And the hardest part, you see who they really are underneath it all. And that person is someone you love deeply. Why it's so hard to walk away. This is where people don't always understand. They'll say, "Why didn't you just leave?" But it's not that simple. Because when you love someone, you believe in their potential. You think they're going to get better if I just support them more, if I love them more. And you try to inspire them. You try to hold space. You try to be their peace. Here's the truth that took me a long time to accept. You cannot heal someone who is not choosing to heal themselves. Let me say it again. You cannot heal someone who is not choosing to heal themselves. Shannon, he did not win his war with his mental health challenges, and that is something I've had to come to terms with. But I want to say this clearly. I do not regret a single second I spent with him. Not one. Because Shannon, outside of his struggles, was a remarkable person when he was when he was good. And I truly loved him. And here's something I believe that might be controversial. I don't think relationships that don't last forever are a waste of time. I actually think some of the most powerful relationships we experience in life are the ones that transform us. When you experience unconditional love, it changes you. It opens your heart it expands your capacity, it shows you what you're capable of feeling. And that is never wasted. The pattern I didn't see, here's where I had to get really honest with myself. Because relationships like this, they don't just happen randomly. A lot of the time, they are mirrors. And for me, this relationship reflected something I hadn't fully looked at before. My childhood. I always thought I didn't have trauma because I wasn't physically abused. So in my mind, I was like, I'm good. But what I didn't realize, trauma isn't just what happens to you, it's also what didn't happen for you. Let me repeat that. Trauma isn't just what happens to you, it's also what didn't happen for you. My programming. Growing up, I became hyper independent. I met my own needs. I focused on what I could control: school, achievements, success. And that served me. But it also created a blind spot because what I normalized was emotional unavailability, people not meeting my needs, me always being the one who gives. So, of course, as an adult, that felt familiar. And we don't chase what's healthy, we chase what's familiar. Let me repeat that. We don't chase what's healthy, we chase what's familiar. The wake up call. And now, having a child, this hits differently because it's no longer just about me. I had to ask myself, what patterns am I continuing? What am I modeling? Because if I don't heal this, there's a risk my son grows up and recreates the same relationship dynamics. And that is something I'm not willing to pass down. How I'm healing, let's talk about it. Because awareness is step one. Change requires action. Here's what I'm actively doing: rewiring what feels normal. I'm redefining love. Love is not one-sided, draining, inconsistent. Love is safe, reciprocal, emotionally present. Learning to receive. This is a big one. I am learning to receive. I was so used to giving that receiving felt uncomfortable. So now I'm practicing letting people show up for me, not over functioning, not earning love through effort, setting non-negotiable standards, not preferences, standards, emotional availability, consistency, accountability. No more, quote, potential projects, unquote. Nervous system work, because attraction is not just mental, it's biological. If chaos feels exciting, calm can feel boring. So I'm training my body to feel safe in stability, peace, consistency, and through self-reflection, understanding my patterns, my triggers, my conditioning, and consciously choosing differently. Attracting a healthy relationship. Here's the truth: you don't attract what you want, You attract what you're available for. So the work is not, where do I find a healthy partner? The work is, am I emotionally available for a healthy relationship? Shannon was a chapter in my life that changed me forever. He taught me how deeply I can love, where I needed to heal, and what I will no longer accept. And I carry that with me. He taught me more things. He taught me a lot more things than that. Just by his skills, just his skills and his personality, but we'll just focus on those three things. So I carry that with me not as pain, but as growth. If you're listening to this and you've loved someone who is struggling with their mental health or addiction, I see you. It's one of the hardest things to go through. But loving someone should never come at the cost of losing yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And I will see you on the next episode of the Happy Being Well podcast. And if you haven't subscribed to the Happy Being Well podcast, subscribe now so you don't miss another episode. Okay, until next time, guys, live happy being well.
If you learned something new or were inspired to live happy being well, please be sure to subscribe to the Happy Being Well podcast so you don't miss an upcoming episode. Also, please feel free to leave a 5-star review, including what you learned or what inspired you in today's episode. This podcast is presented by happybeingwell.com, your online store for natural wellness products, so you can live happy being well. Order your next all-natural essential oil, all-natural face mask, all-natural bath soap, all-natural deodorant, herbal tea, crystals including crystal home decor and kitchen items, irresistible leggings, and much more at happybeingwell.com. Free shipping on all orders within the USA.